in the entire country, and just recently was awarded the first team All-American in the entire country. And look at his numbers, 25 points and over just under 5 rebounds per game. And many folks here today is sure they're happy to the fact that they're seeing him in the warm-ups.
And Bill Walker, who had to carry a lot of the load a couple of days ago, he had 20, was held out by his high school. Time player in his own right.
Coach, he and OJ are just great friends outside of the court, and the type of play right there. I mean, those are things that you see at different levels, not only at the high school level, but college and the NBA.
Trojan coach Jamie Mahaffey.
A lot of leadership and a lot of team unity. You know, that if you watch them on the court, you know, they get everybody involved. You know, traffic. You know, they're like other coaches on the court. Unity, and it makes it easier off the court just to direct it to them because they know exactly what we practice. They know exactly what should happen on the court.
Those are three young men that certainly have gotten an awful lot of plaudits. More on today's game. Let's check in with our colleague Dave Chudowski.
Guys, the big story this week has been O.J. Mayo. He didn't play in the semifinal game on Thursday. There were a lot of fans that made the trip to Columbus to see him, and well, they were quite frankly upset, but they're not upset anymore. This place is packed. They're here for one reason, and that is to see O.J. Mayo. It's the largest crowd I've seen so far this week. There's a few empty seats along the top of the Schottenstein Center, but all in all, this place is ready to go for an air show, guys.
It should be. This is the second of 4 championships to be decided here today. Now the starting lineups. First for the Vikings of Cleveland Villa Angelo St. Joseph's. You've heard an awful lot about David Lighty, but Daryl Rushton and Ashen Ward-Ron have given them some big games at times.
Well, Rushton's their second leading scorer, and you talk to their coach, Wojciechowski. He talked about it's not just David Lighty. There's other players that will definitely help this team. You don't get here with just one player. You need a support team and guys understanding their roles. And that's one thing that you see when you watch Cleveland St. Joe's play.
Yep, Ashen Ward, one of their players, has been fighting the flu as of late. The North College Hill Trojans and their starting contingent augmented the other night due to the absence of O.J. Mayo. But there he is, Paul Leary, Damon Butler, and Nathaniel Glover, guys that have given them some big contributions during the course of a season that's home win 25.
And it's one thing about this level at the high school level. I had a chance to watch LeBron James in his last game as a high school player, and he just talked about his team first. And when you listen to Bill Walker in the post-game comments, he talked about how fun it was to come out and enjoy the game. Even though OJ was not there, he knew what he had to do to help his team to win.
Yeah, the starting 10 have hit the floor. The officials are all set to work today's game. John Gurney, Christopher Gutman, and Stephen Trout. The Division III title to be decided here between North College Hill and Villa Angelo St. Joseph. And it'll be the Vikings starting the afternoon with possession of the basketball. David Lighty, 6'5" senior. We'll see him oftentimes handling the ball in the backcourt as he begins the Vikings offense. Ashen Ward to throw a lob, but it is blocked away by Nathaniel Glover. And here comes North College Hill for the first time of the day with the ball. And a lob from Bill Walker that hits the iron. Glover is able to save it, however. O.J. Mayo pulls up and throws the three and drills it.
Hitting his stride, missing the semi-game, final game obviously, but boy, coming out here and getting it done to start off.
They sure did. And then Daryl Rushton unable to handle the ball as the Vikings tried to score in a hurry. So a 3-0 start for the Trojans of North College Hill from Northwest Cincinnati.
Well, the key today for St. Joe's is getting off to a good start, and they cannot afford to be intimidated by North College Hill.
Lob thrown for Bill Walker. Loud 2 points for Bill Walker.
My goodness. Elevation, strength, and the finish.
5-zip Trojans. David Lighty will start it for Villa Angelo St. Joseph's. Daryl Rushton from the wing pulls up and throws it. And the Vikings still scoreless. The Trojans working with a 5-0 advantage as Butler. Now O.J. Mayo guarded by Leedon. Paul Leary closer, but cannot finish it. And the Vikings look for their first points of the game, trailing 5-0. Rushton to the hole. Bill Walker paddles it out of bounds.
And that's the one thing about North College Hill and the intimidation factor. It's one thing when you have to face O.J. Mayo, but when you also get a complimentary play like that from Bill Walker, boy, it adds insult to injury.
Haynes at the foul line. leading the three-point threat, and he shows why. Eric Leadon.
They'll need a lot of that here to offset some of those plays that we just saw from North College Hill.
He did the same thing Thursday night, hit the first three of the game for the Vikings against Wheelersburg. 5-3, North College Hill. O.J. Mayo below the line. Got it.
And we saw a lot of pressure by St. Joe in the semifinal game against Wheelersburg, but I'm not sure how successful that's going to be against the likes of O.J. Mayo.
Ashen Ward. Oh, they're going to give him the 2 points. Ashen Ward will get credit for the basket as Bill Walker got it on the way down.
You know, a few years, well, I should say many years ago, Georgetown played in a national championship game, and Patrick Ewing intentionally goaltended like 3 or 4 shots just to try to send a message, but maybe that's what Bill Walker tried to do. Really no chance to block that one cleanly. That was clearly goaltended.
Trojans by 2. Walker tries to add 2 more. Mayo will get 2 more for North College Hill. And O.J. Mayo has all 7 points.
You think he has something to prove today, not playing in the semifinal game?
Agreed, Ron. 2-time winner of Ohio's Mr. Basketball Award, O.J. Mayo. Jimmy McLeod off the bench for the Vikings, misfires, and Mayo, clear path. O.J. Mayo has scored all 9 for North College Hill. Excuse me, all but 2 for North College Hill, and they lead it 11-5.
Like he was shot out of a cannonball. I mean, he got from point A to point B in a hurry.
Rushton misses from on top. Rebound thrown back up, no good by McLeod. Bill Walker cleans the window, and here comes North College Hill in a hurry again. Butler. And Butler down the baseline. You get it out to Walker. North College Hill leading 11-5. And Glover in the corner buries an open 3. Nathaniel.
Seems like it's a different team right now, Paul, with the presence of O.J. Mayo on the floor.
And Dave Wojciechowski has to call a timeout to stop this 7-0 run by the Trojans. And you're right, Ron, they are a lot more energized than they were in their semifinal game. You've got to believe that has to do with O.J. Mayo.
Oh, of course. And again, on a team, Paul, and you know who your stars are. It's a certain type of mentality when they're out there, because you can kind of feel more comfortable in your role. And boy, what a start for North College Hill here today.
O.J. Mayo has thrown in 9 right from the get-go to give his team an early lead of 14-5. And if you're Villa Angelo St. Joseph's, you got to try and keep from falling out of it early.
Well, they got to go to David Lively. He's their leader, and he needs to kind of help them to get off to a better start here.
Jamie Mahaffey, head coach of the Trojans, a pretty good player himself at Roger Bacon High School in Cincinnati and at Miami University. And David Letty, who you talked about, Ron, will get it up for the Vikings. Trying to see if they can make something happen here.
He's not being defended by O.J. Mayo.
Oh, you're right. A little more than 4 to play. First quarter, 14-5. North College Hill with the lead. Haynes. And now Lighty will pop a 3 from the corner and drill it.
He has great range.
First scratch of the game for David Lighty. 14-8. Trojans the lead in the ball.
You know, he talked about in the post-game comments about how he wanted to show the fans of Columbus what he's all about, Paul, and I thought he did it in a big way with 32 points.
He sure did. Paul Leary misfires for North College Hill. David Lighty runs right into Bill Walker and gives up the ball. O.J. Mayo, airborne cup dunk. Mayo.
That's a junior at the high school level doing that.
11 for Mayo, 16 for North College Hill, 8 for Villa Angela St. Joseph. Darrell Haynes down the lane, loses a handle, but the Vikings will keep it. And a timeout here. 3:25 in the first. 16-8 North College Hill ahead of Cleveland Villa Angela St. Joseph. We'll be right back.
Isn't it time you earned a degree of distinction from a respected university? Become a Buckeye and start working towards your dream career. Achieve your bachelor's or master's degree from The Ohio State University, Newark. OSU Newark offers many prestigious programs. You can complete a bachelor's degree in business or nursing, master's in education or social work, or other degrees of distinction at OSU Newark. Close and convenient with flexible classes to suit your busy schedule. Call today or visit newark.osu.edu.
Rumpke is your local leader for waste and recycling services. Rumpke is strongly committed to recycling because it protects our environment, preserves landfill space, and saves valuable natural resources. Rumpke makes recycling easy by using the latest technology to eliminate the need to separate recyclables. Sign up today for residential and commercial service by calling 1-888-RUMPKE-1. Family-owned, Rumpke cares about our community and thanks you for your help. Rumpke Recycling.
Fox's Clothing Store School Uniform Sale. Get French Toast 3-tab skirts, navy or khaki, starting at just $4.99. Dickies skirts, skirts, and jumpers, 20% off. Dickies boys and girls sizes and school pants and all school shorts, 20% off. Only at Fox's Court Street store. Check out limited quantities of slightly irregular school pants, closeout shirts, and other school items at deeply discounted prices. Fox's Clothing Stores, Colerain Avenue, just north of Cross County, and the original Fox's downtown on Court Street.
See you at Fox's.
16-8 North College Hill leading Villa Angela St. Joseph's in the Division III title game. And a lot of why they are, Ron, is because of Mr. Basketball.
Well, right here, he's showing his range just right in front of the Cleveland St. Joe's bench. And then the quick hands and reaction, falling down and converting. And then again, the elevation. And I talked about a junior in the high school level finishing like that. Paul, you know, it's something about great players when they get really focused, and you can just tell that O.J. Mayo is ready to play basketball here today.
He certainly has been. Meanwhile, Andre Evans, who replaced Mayo in the starting lineup on Thursday, is on the floor for North College Hill. St. Joe's with the basketball. David Lighty. Nope, it's Rushton, excuse me, in a crowd. Can't get it. And Bill Walker does. Trojans in a hurry. As Butler will now slow it down. 16-8, North College Hill with the lead. Lob, caught, missed, but Mayo recoils and scores.
Well, I wonder if that's going to be recorded as his first miss. If not, if it is, he's 6 of 7 from the field right now.
Or an assist to himself. 18-8 Trojans. And the Vikings mishandle the basketball. And we're going to get a foul. No, backcourt violation called as David Lighty tried to track it down. And some great half-court pressure here by North College Hill.
Oh, when you talk about Nathaniel Glover, number 4 for North College Hill, he's taking the assignment of guarding David Lighty. And he's doing a pretty good job of it so far. And at the same time, Paul, it gives the likes of O.J. Mayo and the other players in the perimeter, they don't have that assignment of trying to shut David Lighty down.
Damon Butler down the middle. Can't get it. Rebound to Haynes for St. Joe's. Rushed into the paint. Scoop shot won't fall. Mayo. Walker. Foul. And now Bill Walker throws an elbow at Haynes. Maurice Haynes given his first personal foul, and Bill Walker loses his head for a second.
Got to be careful here. Obviously, when you are in the air, you are so vulnerable, but again, you got to keep your composure at this level. It appeared that he was going for the basketball, Maurice Haynes. I don't think there was any ill will there intended.
No. And Ron, from talking to people who have covered North College Hill during the year, Bill Walker has had instances like that on the floor where he has caused he and his team problems.
This is a very emotional game. And one of the things you have to do, especially when you're playing at a high level right now, this is for the state championship, you have got to maintain your composure.
Dave Wojciechowski, the coach from St. Joe's, barking at the officials probably about what we were just talking about. But Walker cashes in on both free throws and gives his team a 20-8 advantage.
Wiley has 3 turnovers so far.
Wow. And Haynes to the goal and gets it off the window.
They've been able to get to the basket and to the rim. You know, Rustin had 2 opportunities and came up short.
Maurice Haynes first 2. 10-point lead for the Trojans. Bill Walker quickly. No good off the heel. For the rebound, Evans. Can't get it to fall, but Andre Evans will go to the foul line.
A 6'4" senior, long arms, getting to that basket, pulling down that offensive rebound.
Darrell Rushton gets the foul. He mentioned Andre Evans, a 6'4" senior, had 5 points on Thursday against Archbold. He started due to Mayo's absence.
There's so many different ways in which North College Hill can hurt you. Start with the first 2 with Mayo and Walker, but there's a number of guys. There's a number of guys on this team.
And Andre Evans with 2, 22-10 Trojans. Less than 2 to play here in the first quarter. David Lighty. Al Rushton, who committed the foul, jump stops, but it's knocked out of his hand, and the Vikings will keep it under the lid.
And when you look at Rushton, I said, Paul, he's gotten his opportunities here in this game so far. He just got to finish the plays. I mean, there's focus. There's a lot of attention on David Lighty, but Rushton's definitely going to have to step up his game. He's the second on this team in scoring.
Eric Leedon, a perimeter threat, is entered for Villa Angelo St. Joseph, who trails 22-10 to North College Hill. Ashen Ward. Man-to-man by the Trojans. Here's Eric Leedon to Ward, who flings a three and connects.
Coach Wojciechowski talked about he loved the balance in the semifinal game. There's a number of players contributing.
Ashen Ward with 5. 22-13. North College Hill's lead. Mayo feeds it low to Walker. Blocked. So the Vikings with a defensive stand.
I think it was Haynes who got that.
Lighty can't get it to fall as Glover. It's the carom for the Trojans, who've got numbers themselves. Walker. Acrobatic move by Bill Walker to get his second field goal of the game.
Just too strong. There's no way you can stop that.
24-13, North College Hill. Less than a minute to play here in the first quarter. And an unforced error as it went right through the hands of Maurice Haynes of Villa Angelo St. Joseph.
Just took his eyes off the basketball, and you can see David Lighty. He is just expending so much energy, Paul. Bringing the ball at the court, the load to score could wear him down. 5th
turnover of the quarter for the Vikings. Mayo, long three. Rings in and out. And Lighty with a rebound. And a teammate pass deflected. Jump shot will fall for Darrell Rushton, his first of the game.
One of the few easy baskets by Cleveland St. Joe here in the first quarter.
And almost more difficult than it needed to be with a deflected pass. 24-15, Trojans lead the Vikings. Zone defense from Villa Angelo St. Joe's.
Like a box and one.
And Mayo over that box and one connects.
Doesn't matter.
16 points here in the first quarter, which has come to an end for O.J. Mayo, and North College Hill has a 27-15 lead over Villa Angelo St. Joe's.
Birthdays are huge in the eyes of a child. For them, it's all about presents and candles and cake.
Hey! Birthday rules. I get the big piece.
As your birthdays go by, it's more about planning and portfolios. So ask your Grange independent agent what Grange can bring to the party. Our life insurance policies are designed to protect your assets, backed by Grange's solid financial strength. Nothing beats the feeling of seeing your kid smile at her birthday party, except the feeling of knowing that her future is secure.
If you're looking for answers from an auto parts store, get ready. Advance Auto Parts is working harder to help you save money by doing it yourself. Get ready for certified experts who are ready to help. Get ready for answers on any project you can easily understand. Get ready for in-depth information from Advance TV, our exclusive in-store how-to network. Get ready to go from no way to know how. For all the advice you'll ever need, the first place to go is Advance Auto Parts.
We're ready in advance.
Boy, it must be hard work coming up with new pizzas, because most of these places just push the same old toppings around, give it a snazzy name, and then charge you more. Real nice, huh? But not Donato's. Check out this new Smokehouse Barbecue Chicken Pizza. Oh, one bite of those crispy onions and sweet sauce and chicken, and it's like a one-way ticket to Memphis, but only for your tongue.
Over here, continue to work on that passing while I go talk to the people over here. These players are getting ready for a lot more than just a ball game. High school athletes are getting ready for the game of life. They're learning discipline, how to play by the rules, the self-respect that comes from hard work, and the importance of respecting others as well. It simply comes down to this. Respect the game! They're ready to box me out and knock me down. That was good.
The OHSAA State Championships are presented by Grange Insurance, your partner in protection, and by the new AT&T, your world delivered. And welcome back to the Division III championship game. There's a look at O.J. Mayo, who in quarter number 1 scored 16 and went over 2,000 for his career. A little handshake with young Ron Stokes down there. Son making friends all over the place, isn't he? O.J. Mayo playing like he does, he'll be making friends all over the place too. Only a junior. And his team with a healthy lead, 27-15, but a turnover. Their first of the game.
They played almost a flawless first half, Paul. Anytime you have the number of possessions, they did 17 with no turnovers. That's pretty impressive.
And you get a look at the output from the Trojans on offense. The Vikings on offense handling the basketball. Daryl Rushton. Eric Leeden, who with the first three-pointer of the game.
One would think that O.J. Mayo not playing in the semifinal game would be a distraction, but clearly it is not.
No, not at all. Leading again near center circle. Of course, Archibald tried to slow it down on the Trojans in the semis.
They had some success with it.
Sure did. Haynes. A little wide to Lighty. Haynes down the paint. Rushton spins, can't get it to fall, but he draws the foul on Mayo. And a reminder that this is the Ohio National Guard fan cam of the game. The students from Villa Angela St. Joe's all crowded in. One of the most exciting parts of the weekend, Ron, is when they open the doors and the students come charging down the stands to get near the floor.
It's outstanding. It's first come, first serve. You know that, Paul? You get here early and you can get close to the floor, and that's what the high school element is so exciting, because these young kids, they get a chance to come out and experience this, and so enjoyable to watch.
Here's a look at the numbers for Daryl Rushton, who had 17 points in the semifinal game. It's his third point of this game. 27-16. Trojans the lead in the basketball. 7 minutes to play until halftime. O.J. Mayo, air mail, misdirected to Bill Walker. And here come the Vikings the other way. Rushton gets Leeden open, and he buries the three. Eric Leeden is second of the game. And then we get a violation getting the ball inbounded by North College Hill. So a break for the Vikings here.
We watched a team this year in the Big Ten that was pretty good at getting it out after made baskets. That's Michigan State.
Yes.
And Bill Walker was guilty of stepping on the end line before he outletted that one out to O.J. Mayo.
But how many times, Ron, did we talk during the college season about how they don't make that call anymore?
They don't.
Call to Haynes, blocked by Evans, but then the ball off of Evans and out of bounds.
That flawless first quarter by North College Hill. Not the best start here in the second quarter.
Clean block, but the possession still in the favor of the Vikings. David Lighty scores off the inbound.
That was a couple guys playing above the rim, Paul.
Yes, Lighty with 5, 27-21. North College Hill leading, but St. Joe's getting a little closer. Glover open for 3, and he buries it.
Well, he's taking the defensive side and trying to stop Lighty, and now he converts on the offensive end.
Haynes shot blocked by Walker, but we get a foul on Bill Walker of North College Hill.
Well, Haynes has to be careful. He stared Bill Walker down after he tried to dunk that one.
And here's a look at that. Of course, he and Walker exchanging not so niceties in the first quarter at the other end of the floor.
Yeah, Haynes tried to block Walker's shot at the other end, as you talked about, Paul. So, giving it to him at the other end.
Dave Wojciechowski, the coach of the Vikings. As Haynes misfires, of course, Dave in his 7th year, 117 victories. He played in the 1989 championship game for the Vikings against Toledo Maycomber.
And one of his assistant coaches, Tony Redding, also was a teammate of his on that team.
Miss on both ends for Maurice Haynes. 30-21, North College Hill. Quick feed to Evans, who scores as Mayo hit him in a hurry.
And Mayo makes it so easy. No-look pass.
And quickly up court, Rushton can't connect. As both these teams are playing racehorse basketball. Mayo. And we get a foul called as O.J. Mayo tried to get it to the rack in a hurry.
Tremendous court vision. You're thinking he's going to the basket to score. And how does he see that guy out on the perimeter? I mean, he's skilled.
Eric Leeden the foul. Jimmy McLeod to replace Ashton Ward. For St. Joe's, also Nate Barnes, a 5'9" sophomore guard, will come in. Leeden, who goes out, and Ward both fighting the flu badly.
They had to go to the hospital.
Glover off the inbound. Passes on the 3 ball. 32-21. North College Hill the lead.
But they're out here fighting. They know that this could be a one-time opportunity. Out here playing as in a state championship game.
Glover has the pass deflected away from him. Yeah, a question as to whether it was touched or not. The official closest to it first signaling the Trojans should have the ball. They'll discuss. The Vikings will have it.
I see there's teamwork with the officials as well.
Absolutely.
The most important thing, you get the call right.
Tough job, but they came up with the right call. St. Joe's with the basketball. North College Hill a 32-21 lead.
I talked about that flawless first quarter. 4 turnovers in the second quarter by North College Hill.
Lighty off the block. Block Walker, but after a foul had been called.
That's the call of the outside official. He's shaking his head saying that the ball was not coming down.
Glover the foul for the Trojans. Dave Wojciechowski asking for that goaltending call. You can't blame him for that.
No, he's not asking. He's saying it is good.
David Lighty on the year a 64% free thrower.
Yeah, you can tell Coach Wojciechowski's a competitor. Boy, I would not have liked to have gone against him while he was a player in high school. He seemed like the type of guy that gets after it, and watching him on the sidelines, you can tell that he demands for his team to play at a high level.
Lighty empty on both tries. 32-21. Trojans. Butler to the goal. Lighty paddles that one out of bounds.
Now see, that's the type of thing that you can help elevate your teammates to come up to and help and get back in this game. And boy, oh boy,
are you watching Coach Mata?
He got off the ground.
Yes, he did. And Mayo off the inbound is hacked by Haynes. There's O.J. Mayo tried to get to the goal, and Haynes with his second personal foul for the Vikings.
Paul, are we watching a high school game? I mean, it seems like every play is above the rim.
Sure does, Ron. So Mayo will go to the line to shoot 2. Named Mr. Basketball here in the state of Ohio for the second time in a row, and it's his 17th point of the game.
And Coach Mahaffey was saying that just recently they were announced as parade All-American.
Yes, both he and Bill Walker. Mayo hits both. He's got 18 points already today.
Statement game.
Yes, 34-21. The Trojans on top. They've been able to do a lot of damage in the paint, as you see. And Haynes in the paint gets hacked as he wanted to throw one down, and Butler got to him to stop what might have been a sure 2.
Again, nothing easy for Cleveland St. Joe. Quick hands by North College Hill. Wiley going to the floor and makes a nice pass, and again, quick. Boy, that looked clean to me.
Yep. Doesn't matter what we think, though.
Yeah, well, we saw it in slow motion,
yes.
though.
So Maurice Haynes scoreless in the semis. And still scoreless here in the second quarter. He had a field goal in the first.
He's struggling from that free throw line, 0 of 3.
He got into some foul trouble against Wheelersburg on Thursday night here. Junior pivot player Maurice Haynes played only 8 minutes and fouled out of that game against the Tigers. And another misfire, but another try for the Vikings. Lighty. Oh. Keeps it alive.
Might have been some contact there.
Might have been. And then the Vikings turn it over.
And McLeod took his eyes off of it.
Under 5 to play, second quarter, 34-21.
This is one of those games, if you're Cleveland St. Joe's, your margin of error is so small, you almost have to play a perfect game.
North College Hill, the lead in the ball as the Trojans try to repeat as Division III champions.
Changing the defense, just trying to give North College Hill a different look.
Bill Walker, line drive and an air ball. He tends to line drive his three-point shots. Ward on the run. Lighty returns it to Ward, who forgot something while he got in the air.
You couldn't ask for a much better opportunity than that. A picture-perfect pass by David Lighty. They got to finish that one.
And a little backcourt pressure put on by St. Joe's, 34-21. North College Hill on top. Evans. More of that changing defense. Mayo fade away from the corner. Good.
I don't care what you do. You can't stop greatness. I mean, he's a phenomenal high school player.
20 points. O.J. Mayo. Not even 4 minutes to play in the half. Lighty can't get it. 36-21 Trojans. Mayo from Butler. Underneath Evans, the recipient, and he lays it in.
He is putting on a clinic, the O.J. Mayo clinic here in the Schottenstein Center.
And very unselfish. O.J. Mayo, as his team is up 38-21. And you see what they've done here as of late. But the run of 12-0 comes to an end as Barnes connects for his first two. Evans, 2 in a row. Andre Evans.
You can really see the unselfishness by North College Hill. I mean, Bill Walker had an open shot from the outside.
Dave Wojciechowski, the Vikings coach, wants to take a timeout. This is the biggest lead of the game for the North College Hill Trojans. They lead St. Joe's 40-23. This is ONN.
Empty nesters are downsizing these days. To some, that means a smaller house. To others, it's moving to a less populated area. They're simplifying.
It has a CD player, an adjustable suspension. You just dial in your weight.
I'm not dialing in anything.
Well, in most cases. At Grange, we're a financially stable, growing company. But we sell our auto and life policies through local independent agents. So as your needs change and the backyard has become the back 40, Grange is there to back you.
Not too long ago, I made a big mistake. I let our teenage daughter have a drinking party at the house. I thought it was the right thing to do. I thought it would be safer if they drank here. And I'm embarrassed to say I thought we might be the cool parents. I didn't know it was illegal to allow teenagers to drink alcohol in our home, that we could be prosecuted, fined, even jailed. And we were. And that wasn't cool.
Fox's Clothing Store school uniform sale. Get French toast 3-tab skirts, navy or khaki, starting at just $4.99. Dickies skirts, skirts, and jumpers, 20% off. Dickies boys and girls sizes and school pants and all school shorts, 20% off. Only at Fox's Court Street store. Check out limited quantities of slightly irregular school pants, closeout shirts, and other school items at deeply discounted prices. Fox's Clothing Stores, Coleraine Avenue, just north of Cross County, and the original Fox's downtown on Court Street.
See you at Fox's.
The AT&T halftime show is coming up with Dan Decrow and J.J. Huddle. We'll have the highlights from all the championship games today on ONN, Ohio's channel for high school sports. Division III championship game. North College Hill leading Cleveland Villa Angela St. Joseph's 40-23.
Well, two things stick out, Paul. The first, field goal shooting. St. Joe's 9 of 21. The second thing, turnovers. 7 turnovers compared to just 7 assists. That has got to change.
Absolutely. David Lighty drives the lane and gets 2 more, totaling 7. David Lighty.
He's only about 90%. Boy, is his future bright as well.
Yes, of course, David Lighty will be playing for the Ohio State Buckeyes next year. Bill Walker misses close to the goal, but his second try draws a foul.
Strength. Big time strength inside, Paul. You're talking about a guy 6'6". He's a junior. We'll have another year next year with North College Hill, and boy, just guys bouncing off of him.
Only a junior. McLeod with a foul for the Vikings. Bill Walker misses.
And you see those guys that are like they're just chiseled. They don't even have to go in the weight room necessarily. Their body's just made for athletics, and Bill Walker's one of those types of players.
Second team parade All-American as we see Ashen Ward leaving for Eric Leedon for the Vikings. Walker drops it. His 7th point of the day. 41-25. North College Hill with 3 minutes to play until intermission.
Interior defense by St. Joe's is not here today. 20 points in the paint by North College Hill.
Dribble David Lighty now totaling 10 as he cans that 3 ball. Don't need to worry about interior defense with shots like that, Ron. 41-28 Trojans. Looking at a zone.
Yeah, you're just trying to give North College Hill a different look to shake them up some way, but
Butler's miss put back up and in by Andre Evans.
No one's on the backboards. You got the miss that you wanted, but you got to clear the boards and go the other way, but not that time.
Andre Evans with 10 off the bench. 43-28 Trojans. Lighty behind a screen for 3. Rings in and out. Evans, who scored 10, gets another board into his column.
And Lighty's trying to do what he did in the semifinal game in the second half, put his team on his back and propel them to get back in this game.
Evans has it poked away, but saved by Glover, who then rolls and falls, and a foul is called.
I believe it's on Charles Walker with the trip. It's a proper call, kind of delayed, but it was the correct call.
His first foul. Ashton Ward coming in to replace Walker. And North College Hill with a new possession, leading 43-28. 2 minutes, 1 second to play till halftime. Glover pulls the trigger for three. And St. Joseph's with the possession. Trying to come from behind and win the school's 5th state title. In the corner, Ward open. Cannot connect. Numbers for North College Hill. Mayo down the lane. And Butler will put it down the hole.
He makes it so easy. O.J. Mayo is limping on the sideline. Might have tweaked his ankle.
He had some injury problem during the course of the regular season that caused him to miss some time. And Jamie Mahafey's going to get him to the bench with a timeout taken. 45-28 is North College Hill's lead over Villa Angela St. Joseph's with a minute and a half to play here in the second quarter in the first half.
And that's why you played it. But when you talk about the injury factors, and clearly this team is a different team when he's not on the floor, and you can see just slightly he slipped his left ankle as he made the pass to the left. Doesn't seem like it was too severe, but you'll never know how people will respond to things like that at this point in the game.
Well, he did not play on Thursday. His team had to do without him. He has missed some time during the year with illness and injury. Again, just like Bill Walker, O.J. Mayo, only a junior. He scored 22 points in this game last year here in the championship game when North College Hill beat Ironton. But now we'll see what they're made of if they've got to make a change and go without their star.
Well, you know, you talked to Coach Mahafey. He talked about during the year that they will play and practice in all different types of circumstances, being down by 17, being down by 10, playing with Bill Walker, playing without O.J. So this is nothing foreign to them. I'm sure this team will be very prepared for this situation.
And now we talk all about it, and O.J. Mayo right back out there after the timeout.
Yeah, it didn't seem like it was a very serious injury, you know, and that's part of the game, tweaking your ankle. And he's going to try to go after it right now. That's the most important thing. You want to go out and see how it feels. But if it doesn't respond, he's going to go back to the bench.
Minute and a half to play till the break. 45-28. North College Hill the lead. St. Joe's with the ball. Rushton. Nice. And scores.
He's got several opportunities like that in the first half. He was able to convert on that one, just a flyer in the middle of the lane.
Scored 17 against Wheelersburg. 45-30. North College Hill on top. 1 minute to play until halftime.
Well, I think it is a box and one.
Okay. And Damon Butler, sophomore point guard at 5'11", just going to work the clock, and why not?
And you play a boxing one on O.J. Mayo, and he still has 20 points.
Glover will take possession of the ball. As we near 30 seconds to play.
I think they've gotten the instructions that they're going to be the last team that will take a shot here in the first half.
25 seconds. Glover thought he had Evans for a moment. North College Hill trying to repeat as Division III champions. They were runners-up in 1989 when they lost a double overtime game to Akron-Hoban. 10 seconds. Nathaniel Glover. Bill Walker in a crowd. Mishandles. Gets it back. And underneath Evans gets the easy bunny. He's got a dozen as Walker found him, and it is 47-30. North College Hill plays it for the final shot, and they lead Villa Angela St. Joseph's here at halftime. Again, it's 47-30. North College Hill on top. This is the Division III title game on ONN.